Hello, dear Gemini, and welcome to your love reading for the month of June. So it's around your birthday. I hope that you're doing well. Let's see what is going on and what's playing out for Gemini and their love life. So, calling on Spirit for guidance. Thank you. A special thanks to our patrons, of course, as this is a Patreon reading that is released to the public later on in the month. So let's see, dear Gemini, what's going on as Uranus has entered your sign. So expect big life changes. And you may be connecting with someone that's very different, believe it or not. Let's see, for Gemini, what is going on in love for Gemini? As we know, air signs are getting a lot of help from the outer planets. What's going on for Gemini in the month of June? Or I suppose you could see this as a timeless, so whenever you view this, it could be significant for you. Okay, so you've been the Hermit. Hello, Agape. That's an amazing sign. That's it. Brush all over my microphone. Really good timing, Agape. What can I say? Love never really asks when is the right time for love to come in. But here is Agape, whose name means love. So yeah, someone's looking for your affection and your attention, that's for sure. Wow. You're a sight for sore eyes, Agape. You haven't been on my table for how long? Oh, and she's giving me little kisses too. Oh, Gemini. Agape, I'm sorry. I've got to do. Mummy's got to work. I know, I love you too, and there's a little bite that hurts. A kiss bite from Agape. I love you too, sweetheart. Could you sit on the table? Oops. That's my good girl. Sit on the table there. I've got a table next to me. Sometimes she sleeps there. Wow, that was interesting. Okay, so you've got the Hermit. You could be dealing with a Virgo individual, and she's going to insist. Agape more. Agape more. I love you too. Don't mess up my table. I'm going to sit on my lap here. Sit on my lap. No, Mummy. I want to muck up the reading for Gemini. Okay, you could sit there just for a bit, okay? Until I tune in for Gemini, and then you can move away. Oh yeah, that's it. Make yourself at home. So some of you could be dealing, as I said, with a Virgo, or you've been the Hermit. Remember, the Hermit is where the south node of the moon is. So some of you may be ridding yourselves from a past karmic relationship that's run its course and is not meant to be there for you anymore. So for Gemini, dear Spirit, please guide. Love kisses from Agape. Oh, she's so adorable. You're adorable, Agape. Okay, we're taking a 5-card spread, but it's going to be different. These readings are usually for love relationships that have been around for a while. So I'm doing the relationship spread. Okay, Agape. Okay, you gotta go. You've got to go, sweetheart. You've got to go down. Sorry, love. There's not enough room here. So we'll be taking the now, what you brought to the table, what they brought to the table, I mean the relationship now, in the past, and the potential future. So love for Gemini. I'm going to say some of you, there could be a big age difference between the person that you're hoping to manifest, because the Hermit is someone that's quite wise. Usually they've gone through their own experiences. So this is in the now. Okay. 4 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Let's take the past. Queen of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Swords. What you brought to this relationship, you are the Magician, obviously, the Hanging Man, and the 2 of Swords. What they brought, how they felt, obviously, who they were in this connection, the Fool, the Eight of Wands, and the Strength card. And what is the possible outcome? Seven of Cups, the Judgment, and the Ace of Swords. And the general energy is the Wheel of Fate. Well, the wheel is going to, this is Jupiter, and Jupiter is going to enter Leo, which will be in very good aspect to you, Gemini. So you will have a lot of help, whatever you're going through. Because, okay, what I'm getting here, I do get that there's competition. I do get that there are others involved here. Seven of Wands sits beneath the wheel. It's like you're fighting off the changes, but fate and destiny is kicking in. For some of you, there's been a betrayal within a marriage, and someone was doing what made them feel good. Now, I don't know if you were in another marriage, or your person was in another marriage, another connection. Because I've seen, obviously, makeups and breakups, and this felt very karmic, very fated, this connection between you and your person. Now, we've also got Aries, and we've got Leo on the side of your person. It's like they sort of took a leap of faith. There was a lot of passion, a lot of desire, but they possibly also held themselves back. I mean, if it was you that was in another marriage, right? Because what I'm getting here is that you've got the Magician could be trickery. And trickery means lies, deception. Now, Gemini, I'm not saying that you're a cheater or a liar, but you are very intelligent. And sometimes Gemini, being a double sign, can tend to be dealing with two different relationships at the same time. You know, someone with their moon or Venus in Gemini could be someone that will have dilemmas or go from one relationship to another. And I'm not saying that you would be keeping two relationships at the same time. You could be sort of still in one and then starting a new one. But I suppose you could be doubling up until you make up your mind, right? Who fits the bill and who's the right person for you. So you've got the Two of Swords here as well, which is, of course, a choice, which is a dilemma. You've got the Hanging Man. Maybe you were unclear. Maybe you were fairly unclear and a little bit elusive within the relationship. Or for others of you, you may have sacrificed a lot for this relationship. Or you're in another marriage where you feel as though you sacrificed, that you were a one-man band doing all the work within another relationship, if someone's coming from another marriage here. Because we've also got the Hierophant at the foundation. So surely, and two queens, a fire sign and an air sign, right? So in competition for someone's heart, maybe you were the third person. Because on the side of your person, we've got the Fool card, which could be someone that doesn't think and they jump into things without really thinking. So doing foolish things or just being driven by their desires, their fire. There's all fire on your person's side. Very strong fire here indeed, which is all about inspiration, passion, desire. They can't hold back on what they want, right? What they truly desire. And the fact that they've got the Fool card here and then the Strength card, which is like, I'm holding myself back. It feels like they may have taken a chance, taken a risk. They couldn't do otherwise. Their desire to connect with you was so huge. And then the Strength card is like, I'm holding back on my I'm trying to control my desires, holding back, right? And I see hot, cold in the past. Maybe you also you've connected with someone on a spiritual level, but also with someone that maybe holds different beliefs than what you do. Okay, and what I see as a possible outcome is that things will clear. There will be a moment of crisis, because I do see betrayal, I do see hardships here with the Ten of Swords. Something has come to an end. And, the Nine of Cups could also be where someone does things for them so that they could escape a situation because it hurts a lot. This is a betrayal, this is hard. Or, you know what, I'm going to take care of me from now on. I'm going to do what my heart desires, what I wish. I'm going to say also that your person could have been someone that was a bit short-circuited, too fiery, very open with their, and sometimes not thinking before they talk, which is more Gemini. But you've got the Magician. I mean, you could talk yourself into or out of anything. And I see that you've had a very difficult dilemma relative to whether to leave a past relationship, whether to leave this relationship if you figured out that you were dealing with someone that was another connection maybe. And it's cost you. But, with the Hanging Man there, maybe you've also been waiting. You've been waiting for another chance, another restart, or some of you have been just doing the karmic release, karmic work, releasing possibly a cycle in your life. Because I see that you've got the dilemma between an ending and a beginning here. But what I see here, and Scorpio comes through very strongly, we've got Virgo, we've got Gemini, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Aquarius, Taurus. They're the main, and Virgo. But we've also got Sagittarius with the Wheel of Fate, and the Wheel of Fate is turning in your favor. I would say here, even though you're going through a crisis, right? Because the Ace of Swords is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to clear things out. This turns into the Ace of Swords. And this is a resurrection. This is second chances. It's also, Spirit saying that your life is being resurrected and there are many opportunities here and that things will clear if there has been confusion, deception. And the Hermit is also a 9. It's where someone sees the light, right? Or someone is seeking the wisdom from an external source. It could be that you're going to an astrologer, tarot reader, or this is your inner light. Let's take a few more cards and see what is what. So the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment in the now. Could there be a nice twist to things? You were unsure about this connection with the Two of Swords. There was something that you were unsure about. What's going on in the now? We've got the Page of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. We see a couple of tens here, which says that obviously there's a cycle that's coming to an end. Some of you could have a message of someone returning, someone that was out of bounds to you because of being in another connection. I do see possible happiness here, a turn of events where someone is willing to take a risk, send out a message, even though there's worry around it. There's a sense of imprisonment. I don't know if I could do this, but with the 9 and the 10 of Cups here in the now, let's look at the past. There's the Wheel of Fate. It was fated, surely. 3 of Pentacles, possibly third parties. something around work. And the Ace of Cups, it was the beginning of a new love relationship, a new beginning, a new potential beginning. But it was filled with lessons, right? It was meant to be, obviously. And it's just fate that had to play out. Let's look at your side. Six of Swords. The Two of Pentacles. Again, and I don't know if there's physical distance between the two of you. And the Ten of Swords. You've got the Ten of Swords again, and that's a Gemini card. You feel betrayed. You feel, some of you may also feel as though if you're in another relationship, another marriage, that you're betraying your person. But, you know, Uranus in your sign is not going to keep you in a stuck position. It's going to bring changes whether you like them or not. Let's look at your person, because they were obviously holding back on what they really desired. They really wanted this. Okay. We've got Libra and the Justice card, Five of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Libra, some fire here as well. If your person, because you know the King of Pentacles is usually a spouse. If they were in another connection, they weren't on the same page. There is a possibility that your person has started a new life cycle. Big shifts are happening in their life. Lots of disagreements, and also maybe they feel that they did not do you justice. And if they feel as though they haven't done the right thing by you as well, they're conflicted about whether it's safe, whether it's, you know, how you would, if they return, how you would react. So they would fear your reaction. And, you know, King of Pentacles is not usually someone that is a risk taker. But if they've got a lot of fire in their energy, then they probably will. Let's look at the possible outcome. We've got a King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Ten of Wands, and the Two of Swords. I think that their mind has been made up. We've got the masculine here with an open heart, even though it's difficult for them. And remember, the Ten of Wands turns into the Ace as well. We're not taking reversals, so I feel that there's no more dilemma here. They know what they want, or there's going to be a moment of choice. But we see that the King of Cups is going to choose with their heart. All right, let's take interesting that from your person we didn't really see much water here. They weren't showing emotions, maybe, and that's probably why you feel as though you were in two minds, you know, relative to what their true emotions were. You wanted more truths, maybe they were not able to verbalize. Let's see for Gemini. What's showing up in love for Gemini? We've got the Storks, the Well, and we've got the King of Cups here. So you see that it feels like there's a shift with someone that could be at a physical distance. There's been a lot of secrecy, a lot of deep emotions that have not been shared. But with the house here, and these could be psychological wounds from the past, but there's a very deep connection, possibly also very secretive. There's change here. The Storks transition, right? They transition, but they also bring a new beginning, a new, very deep, very emotional beginning here. The house would be like, let's build a house together, let's live together, let's move in together. The house is like the relationship for me. And we've got the love card here. There's the heart. So there is true love here. Let's take the twin flame oracle and see what comes through for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Waiting, hoping they will change, spending time apart, putting things on pause. But the wheel fate is turning. The wheel fate is turning, so there will be fated changes. Let's take the blockages and see what the blocks were. For Gemini, everyone leaves. Choose a partner who can commit to you and let yourself commit to them. Wow, someone feared that everyone would leave, but you see, this is like a marriage. So some of you are waiting on someone that could commit to you. Maybe your person was not willing to take a leap of faith, or if they were in another connection, how could they? Let's see. Incomplete. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. And one more, past trauma. You need to take time for yourself and heal your past trauma before moving on. So someone is moving on here, and there is trauma, surely. Let's see what the message is from the wisdom of the oracle, where love is concerned. Big changes here, dear Gemini, big changes. What is the advice for Gemini, please, Spirit? And we've got time to go, but someone is really... It's in the reverse, you see. So there's something that's blocking the changes here. Number 45. Let's read that. The love message. Maybe someone's waiting on a better time before they go. It's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing what the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost. Although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, it is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. And I feel that you've already done that. So I feel maybe someone did go in the past, unless this is now some relationship, some past relationship, in preparation to go, to make space for this connection. And this could also be you. The two queens here could also be another side to you, because we do see two kings, even though it could be the same person. We see someone that was more about practical matters, money matters, security. Here we see an open heart. So for some of you, I guess this could be that you could be leaving a spouse, right? That there's been betrayal. You're leaving a marriage, and in your future, what is coming through is a King of Cups, someone that is more emotionally open, not so much about the practical. So, of course, remember, the themes will be different. The messages will be different for each. Let's take a timing card and see when will your love life be resurrected? When is this resurrection, these second chances at love happening? In June, this month. Wow, dear Gemini. That is incredible. With a reverse time to go, it's like someone is having second thoughts. You've even got the Two of Swords here. Having second thoughts to stay or to go. Like to stay put or to go. There could be fears about the change. This is a 45, it equals a 9. A 9 is a completion point, right? And you've got the Wheel of Fortune there, which is a 10, which breaks down and becomes an ace. So it looks like June may be quite significant, dear Gemini. Let's take a couple of cards. I want to take one for you and one for the person you're hoping to manifest. This is your card. So you're guided. You're the hermit. Let's look at your person. Inner child. Now, they could have children, or there's something to do with their inner child. Or maybe your person is going to be more trusting, more vulnerable, right? Someone who could be more ready to be more playful, or some of you could also be dealing with someone that was had a big age difference between you and your person, or someone that was just very playful, or someone very responsible who has children. It could be all these things. All right, dear Gemini, I think that we will leave it there. There are the masks. Masks are coming off. You're going to have revelations for sure. Hoping they will change. Spending time apart, putting things on pause. I hope that waiting your waiting for this love connection will be worth your while. And I do see your person possibly also has past trauma from their childhood, thinking that everyone leaves. But it's someone that does need stability. And I don't know if they found that in you, if they trusted that in you, maybe because the Two of Swords is on their side. It's closer to them also having a dilemma. Anyway, Gemini, I hope that this worked for you, and I hope you got some message. Thank you so much. Wishing you well, love and light.